Welcome, Kim. I understand that you wanted to meet with me to discuss a concern that you have.
Yeah, my mother's driving me crazy.
Yeah, that must be stressful. Can you tell me a little bit more about what's going on?
Well, she's more strict than my friends' moms, and she never lets me do normal things like a normal mom would.
So it sounds like you wish your mother would be more like other mothers.
Yeah, but I know she won't.
That must be pretty frustrating for you.
Yeah, she never listens to me.
I'm sorry to hear that. Can you give me an example, do you think, of when this recently happened?
I have to do at least 3 hours of homework and reading every single day. She says I'll fail at school if I don't. Last Saturday, I asked if I could meet my friends to go to the mall, and she said no. She wouldn't listen to me.
I can tell that it really upsets you when your mother doesn't listen to you, Kim, and that you really wish that she would give you more time to spend with your friends. Is that something that you'd like to work on?
Yeah.
Kim, it would help me if I could ask you some questions about how you and your mother respond to each other. That would help me kind of better understand the sort of things that your mother does to upset you. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Great. So I gave you this handout that you have in front of you, and it's a copy of the relationship assessment form. And I'm going to use this form to ask you some questions about your relationship with your mother. You can see on the left side of the form are some behaviors that people find stressful when another person does them. Commands refer to when someone gives you a command or orders you to do something, like when your mom tells you you can or can't do something. Anger refers to someone yelling at you or getting really mad at you. And criticism refers to someone pointing out your faults or something that they think you did wrong. Sadness and depression refers to another person feeling discouraged or unhappy. Impulsivity is when someone acts kind of goofy or childish. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. And unresponsive is where another person ignores you or doesn't respond to you at all. Affection is when someone acts friendly and caring towards you. These are 7 common behaviors that can cause someone to feel stressed. If someone yells at you and you get really angry, that's an obvious behavior that would cause someone to feel stressed, for instance. But affection from another person can also cause you to feel stressed if you don't really want the affection. So it can go either way. When you think about your relationship with your mother, which of these 7 behaviors stresses you out the most?
Well, commands especially.
Okay.
She's always telling me stuff I can't do, and criticism, because she likes to point out whenever I make a mistake. And I guess sadness and depression, because she often gets real sad after talking to my dad on the phone.
Okay. All right. Well, that's really good that you were able to identify those. You did a really great job there. What I want you to do now is ask you some really detailed questions about the times that your mom showed these 3 behaviors towards you. Which one would you like to start with?
I guess commands.
Okay. I'm just going to make some brief notes here on my form as we talk. Could you tell me about a recent time that your mom gave you a command?
Yeah, when she gives me a command, she generally gets all bossy and yells orders, and it really bugs me.
Okay. Can you think of a specific day in the last week or so that this happened?
Yeah, last Saturday she was real bossy when I told her I was going to the mall.
And what did she say to you then?
She said, "No, you are not going to the mall. You're going to go to your room and do your homework."
What did her voice sound like?
It was really firm, like she meant business.
Yeah, it sounded like it when you just said it. What did her face look like when she was saying those things to you?
What do you mean?
Well, did her face look like tense and kind of hard, or did it look calm and relaxed?
She looked stern, really stern.
Okay. So now I want to ask you how you responded to your mother. What did you say to her?
I didn't say anything.
What did you do?
I just went to my room and slammed the door.
Did you feel tense anywhere in your body?
Yeah, all over.
Was your breathing affected?
I don't know, I guess so.
Did you feel the urge to do anything, to like do any action?
Well, I wanted to explain why I wanted to go to the mall.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. If you look to the right side of the form, there's a list of common ways people respond to stressful behavior, like getting a command. So tense means your body gets very tense and you don't say much. This is also called a freeze response, when you're like a rabbit that's frightened and you get very still. Fight means you argue or get angry with the other person. Leave means you run away and leave the presence of the other person. And change means that you try to get them to stop their troublesome behavior, perhaps by changing the topic, making a joke about it. Tolerating means you remain calm and choose to ignore their behavior, or act assertive, which means you calmly express your feelings to them, or even say something positive to them. When you think about how you responded Saturday to your mother, how would you classify your response based on these behaviors here?
Well, I got really tense and I also left
Okay.
the room. I guess I was mostly tense.
So like on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being very tense and 1 being not at all tense, how would you rate your level of tension?
About a 9.
Okay, that's pretty high. Now, can you tell me about a recent time that your mother criticized you?
Yeah, just this morning she said to me, "Your room is a mess and your bed hasn't been made."
And what did her face look like when she said that to you?
She looked normal, real calm.
Okay, and what was her tone like in her voice?
I'm not sure.
Do you think it was tense and irritated, or was it more matter of fact?
It was more calm.
Okay, and what did you say to her?
I didn't say anything.
What did you do?
I went to my room and just listened to some music. I just had to get away from her.
All right. Did you feel tense anywhere?
Yeah, my shoulders and my neck felt really tight.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how tense did you feel at that time?
About a 9 again.
All right. Was your breathing affected?
I think I was breathing really fast.
Okay. Did you feel an urge to do anything?
I wanted to explain to her that I was going to clean up my room and make my bed later, and that she didn't need to keep reminding me.
Mm-hmm. So how would you classify your response to your mother?
I think it was a leave response because I just had to get away from her.
Very good. Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me too. Could you tell me about a time that your mom was unresponsive?
Yes.
I can tell that it really upsets you when your mother doesn't listen to you, and that you really wish she would give you more freedom to spend time with your friends. Is that something you'd like for us to work on?
Yeah.
How would you like things to be between you and your mother?
Well, I'd like her to line up and let me spend more time with my friends.
Yeah, I'm happy to help you with that. So if your mother would be less strict with you and let you have more freedom in scheduling your homework and in spending time with your friends, that would be an improvement?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. Well, from what you told me, you get pretty tense when your mother tells you what to do or criticizes you. Would you be interested in learning some ways to lower your stress and reduce your tension when that happens?
Yes.
Great. There's an exercise that I can show you that will help you to calm yourself when you start to get upset. And in addition to getting your mother to be less strict with you, would you like to have a closer relationship with her?
Yeah, but she's too busy.
Well, maybe we can change that. If your mother was able to spend more time with you, what sort of things would you enjoy doing with her?
Going shopping with her, going to a movie, or just hanging out. Since she started that new job, she doesn't have time for me.
I wonder if she understands how important this is to you. Have you told her?
No, but she would just get mad.
I think I know a way that you could talk to her so that she doesn't get mad. If you're interested, I can work with you on that in another session.
Yeah, okay.
Great.